helpful tips for propagating a snake plant. So make sure you cut this V shape at the bottom of your snake cutting. I believe the tops are easier to root than like mid cuttings. All of my mid cuttings rotted away, but this survived. And then I also added this rooted pothos in here. Pothos, if you didn't know, has a rooting hormone that's released when you put it in a water to propagate. So that really helps make sure your plant is getting adequate sunlight. I usually leave it in very direct sunlight. Be careful with this. If your plant's not used to it, it may get shock and burn, but I kind of treat my plants a little haphazardly. So if it's possible for them to grow more, I will put them in danger because I really want to see them grow, especially for this snake cutting. I didn't have this type yet. Currently I have this one with the yellow stripes, and this one's doing pretty well. Might need a little bit more sun in this area. I'm worried it's getting a little too narrow. But another tip is bottom watering. So this tray was filled with water, and sometimes I can tell if a plant needs water if there is a baby being pushed out. You see that little area right there, the little curl? That is a baby it's trying to push out. And if I feel like it's stuck, I will water it. Obviously, you could check the soil moisture for different areas, or sorry, different methods. Like you could stick your finger in there, see if it's dry the first 2 inches, and knowing what size pot you have. So a lot of smaller pots like this one, it'll dry up quicker depending on the sun you give it as well, and like the heat that it's exposed to. This is a very bright window with a lot of heat coming through it. So obviously your plants will dry up quicker versus something maybe of this nature, right? Like this pot is bigger than that one over there. So this one will take longer to dry out, and just like these ones as well. Another tip is for your string of hearts, if you can bury in some of the nodes. So between the little butterfly shapes, you see there's like 2 leaves right there. Usually as it grows out, there is a node in between. If you can get that to root in some soil, that'll really help out. I think the bottom one right there, like that dark green one right here, this one rooted and now it's shooting off babies easier. So I think that really helped out. Same with any climbing plants you might have, like pothos. So if you put it on a pole, like a moss pole or something, let it root on like a node, the leaves will grow bigger, versus as it gets longer, the leaves get smaller. That's just because it's getting more nutrients and whatnot. I have yet to do that, but eventually I will try a moss pole.